let's jump straight in to episode 12 right after this episode intro roll. That it's better than Team RWBY because there's so much more vibrant than Team RWBY. The graphics are actually really nice.
How come Jean gets home so late?
He's become rather scarce ever since he's been fraternizing with Card.
Fraternizing with the enemy.
Doesn't he know we have a field trip tomorrow? We need our rest!
I'm sure our leader knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever heard Pyrrha so angry and resentful.
Hey, Jean! Long time no see. Did you lock yourself out again?
Oh,
Wouldn't she have literally just seen him
got it.
close that door?
So, where have you been lately?
He's behind him
I,
2 seconds ago.
I messed up. I did something
I
I
don't
shouldn't
even know,
have, and
like,
now
how to-
Cardin's got me on a leash, and Kira won't even talk to me.
Okay, but that's your
I'm
fault,
starting to think
bro.
coming to this school was a bad idea.
It was, but like you're here, so make the best
I'm a
of it.
failure.
Nope.
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 You're a leader now, Jean.
You don't get to be a
You're
failure.
not allowed to be a failure.
You don't.
But what if I'm a failure at being a leader?
Nope.
Nope.
You know, you're not the easiest person to talk to about this kind of stuff.
Nope.
Jean, maybe you were a failure when you were a kid. You might have even been a failure the first day we met. But you can't be one now. You know why?
The score is also nice in the background.
Because it's not just about you anymore. You've got a team now, Jean. We both do. And if we fail, then we'll just be bringing them down with us. We have to put our teammates first.
And ourselves
ourselves
second.
Your team deserves a good
I don't know how I
leader,
feel
Jean.
about that mentality, but
And I think that can be you.
like I agree with it, some of it, but
a good night,
also
John.
some of it not. Because you still have to take care of yourself. Like you shouldn't run yourself ragged to the point where.
Hey, it's your buddy Cardin. I know you're probably busy with that dust project I gave you, but I'm gonna need you to go out and get me a bag of rapier blossoms. And make sure they've got some really big stingers. It's important, so don't screw this up.
I keep looking at my cat, Leo, if you're wondering. Forever Fall. Glinda.
Yes, students, the Forest of Forever
Yes,
Fall
students.
is indeed beautiful. But we are not here to sightsee. Professor Peach has
She has
asked
such a
all of
good
you to
design.
collect samples from the trees deep
See,
inside
that's
this
an
forest.
excellent
And
character
I'm here
design.
to make sure
Cardin
none of you
is
die
a
while doing so.
disgusting character design. And I'm here to make sure that none of you die while doing so. Imagine how badass that
Each
is.
of you
like,
is to gather 1 jar's worth of red sap. However, this forest is full of the creatures of Grimm, so be sure to stay by your teammates. We will rendezvous back here at 4 o'clock. Have fun!
have fun.
Come on, buddy. Let's go.
See, at the very least, there's only 2 more episodes after this. Or no, 1 more episode after this. Look at how bland they
Hey,
are.
great work, Johnny boy. Now that wasn't too hard, was it?
I think I'm allergic to this stuff.
Great. So,
Great,
John,
great.
I
Like,
bet
everything
you're
he
asking
says.
yourself, why did my buddy Cardin ask me to collect 6 jars of tree sap when there's only 5 of us?
That is one of the many questions I have asked myself today, yes?
Well, come with me and you'll find out.
I can't stand to look at him. Oh. Look at all the colors. They're so pretty. I I love Nora's
Carden,
laugh.
what's going on?
Hey, back.
Pyrrha? What are you...
That's the girl. Red-haired, know-it-all, thinks she's so smart. All right, boys. Last night, old John here managed to round up an entire box full of
Volume
reindeer
2.
wasps.
I can't
And
wait
now,
for Volume 2.
we're gonna put him to work.
He's so ugly with his mohawk.
Now, according to one of the essays he wrote for me
He
last
actually
week,
read it?
these nasty things love sweets. I'm thinking it's time we teach her.
I don't
a thing
believe
or
it. I
two.
don't believe he read it. I think this is literally just for the plot. He's
And
not.
you're
he
gonna do it.
didn't write it. Why
Do
would
what?
he? He
Hit her
just
with the
like
sap.
hand it in.
Either that, or I'll have a chat with Goodwitch, and you'll be on the first airship out of Beacon.
Why can't Carden be on the first airship out of Beacon? Glinda should just be like, "Oh, you're a bully." She's her telekinesis semblance. He's out. Will he or won't he?
No.
What did you say?
I said...
no. He done fucked up.
Oh, you've done it now.
His face looks so weird compared to his neck. Ugh. All four of them. Not even their line art, their silhouettes. Not even the... What's the word I'm looking for? Not even the concept art for them is appealing. Okay, so Jean is getting bullied still. He was coerced into basically almost throwing the red sap at Pyrrha. So then the rapier wasp would go after her and sting her and all this sort of stuff. But again, she has an aura, so won't that like protect her? I don't know how this works. At what point does aura work? Does she, like, she said it has to be active, but like sometimes it's passive, so what's the truth? Which one is it? It's active and you can't really be hurt by it, or it's passive and it's whatever, you know what I mean. If it's either active or passive, and you're either hurt by it or you're not hurt by it. Which one is it? Which two go together? You know what I mean? Carden's still a generic, boring bully. What else? I can recenter myself now because the screen's out of the way. Jean is being bullied. Carden is bullying. Pyrrha is not happy. Goodwitch is fantastic. What else is there to say about this episode? Ruby gave Jean a pep talk about how to be a leader. It was a cute little pep talk, filled with a lot of nopes and everything else. So I think I had something to say about this episode, but I can't remember what. Oh well, if it's important, I'll mention it in the next episode. It's probably important. I'm just forgetting what it is because that's usually how it happens. Yeah, so I think that's about it. There's only one more episode left to this arc, and it's Forever Fall Part 2, and then after that it's just a 2-part. I don't know if you'd consider it 2 parts, but like I kind of do a 2-part season finale, even though they're separate episodes. You know what I mean? Like, not, obviously 2-part episode finales are whatever. I mean, like, each episode so far, aside from the... Actually, never mind. What am I even talking about? Most of the episodes have been 2-parters, so of course the season finale would be. I'm talking about in general, you know how like when there's episodes throughout the season and then the season finale is a consecutive plot between multiple episodes? That's here. But it also doesn't apply because a handful of, like, most of the other episodes have been 2-parters as well, so ignore everything I just said. That's it. I think we will get straight into the next one in the next video, and I will see you then.
I lied!
of the bloody revolution in time. The story will be told. Victory in the simple song. Love the twirling of the crescent rose.
You know that wasn't very smart, Johnny boy.
This is the final episode
I'll make
of
sure they send you back to mommy in teeny tiny
anything
pieces.
I don't care what you do to me.
primarily related to Cardan.
You are not
He's not gone
messing
from the
with my
show,
team.
but
What?
this bullying
You
arc
think
is the
talk like that
final
makes you
episode.
tough?
This is the final
You
episode
think
of
you're
the
a
bullying
big,
arc,
strong
so
man now?
thank the Lord for that.
Ah!
That was John.
Ah!
Actually, let me not spoil it.
Let's see how much of a man you really are.
What I find funny is this force is supposedly full of Grimm, but this is really the first one we've seen, and the only one, honestly. Also, this doesn't make sense because the creatures of Grimm only care about eating people and faunus and those sort of things. They only ever attack humans and faunus, so I don't know why they're acting like the red sap is attracting the Grimm, like it's something tasty for them to eat. Look at that ugly ass weapon. What is the point of that? What is the point of that? Jean looked really nice right there.
Did you guys hear that?
Ursa!
What?
That was Shane
Where?
Newville.
Back there, it's got Cardan!
I love Pierre's food.
John!
Yang, you and Blake, go get Professor Goodwitch.
You two, go with them. There could be more.
I like how Pierre and Ruby took charge, even though Pierre's not team leader. I love that she was just like, do it now, we have to save them.
Oh
And I
no.
love how Ice is here too. And they're just staring. They're staring. But Weiss is about that business. I started seeing that. Oh, I recognize where I saw that fight from. The white trailer when Weiss did the exact same thing. I like this theme. Victories in a simple soul. This is very important. Pay close attention. Why would you lower your shield though? This also is interesting. What? How did you... Well, Ruby has her speed, you have your glyphs. My semblance is polarity. I like how she said it.
Control poles.
No, you dunce. It means she has control over
For magnetism, I really like how she delivered that line.
Where are you going?
Magnetism.
We gotta tell them what happened.
We could.
Or perhaps we could keep this our little secret. I understand why she's doing it, but I also think it's a bad idea because if Jean gets into trouble again to do that,
Holy crap.
she's not going to be there to save him, and he's going to overestimate his ability.
Mess with
So
my team, my friends, ever again.
got it. I feel like Jean should have looked angrier there. It makes you really appreciate Jean's character design compared to Cardan.
No Cardan tonight? I thought you two were best buds.
Petty.
Kira, I'm sorry. I was a jerk. You were
He's
only trying to be
apologizing.
nice, and I had all this stupid macho stuff in my head.
John,
I'm glad
It's
he's
okay.
recognizing. No. Pause. No. You do not validate that. You don't say, it's okay you're being this kind of person when whatever. Like, I understand Pierre's really nice and she understands that what he was doing and why he's going through it, but saying it's okay just only reinforces that. What she should have been is like, that doesn't matter now. And then you've bettered yourself, you've recognized it. Now what matters is how you like improve upon it and what you do about it. Saying it's okay is not the right thing to say, Pyrrha. I'm sorry. Continue.
Your team really misses their leader, you know. You should come down. Ren made pancakes.
Syrup.
No syrup, though. You can thank Nora for that.
Wait!
This is good. Really good.
I know I don't deserve it after all that happened.
Correct.
Would you still be willing to help me? To help me become a better fighter?
Pyrrha has Nala eyes right there. You know what I mean.
Hey!
Your stance is all wrong. You need
Should
to be
wider and lower to the ground. Why does her limbs look so long right there?
Let's try that again.
Aw, happy ending, happy ending. You'll love to see it. Leo's just sleeping now. Okay. Yes. This arc is over. So this bullying bullshit is finally done. Jean. So let's cover what went over this entire arc. Jean was being bullied. We were introduced to the concept of the flawness. We're introduced to something else, but I can't remember what right now. It was important. I think Aura. I didn't even mention Aura. Oh wow. Aura's introduced in the first episode as well. The first episode of this arc, not the first episode of RWBY. Even though I guess it was kind of there. Because it's always there. What else? Cardin was being a bully. Faunus. Jean's being bullied. Jean's transcripts were forged. That's why he's such a bad fighter, because he never earned his spot in Beacon. He was too macho about accepting help, so like I think I'm on like 0.4 now. He's too macho about accepting help, or 5, okay. He's too macho about accepting help. I don't know why he did that. He was too macho about accepting help, so it was causing conflict between him and Pyrrha and Nora and Ren, and he stood up to it. Oh, semblances, that's what we were introduced to. So we were introduced to Faunus, Aura, and semblances in these 4 episodes. Semblances are essentially superpowers, unique to each individual, even though somebody else can have a semblance that's similar to yours or like the exact same. So basically it's informed by your soul. You know how Pyrrha was talking about how your aura is your soul and it's like your soul manifested and everything? Well, semblances are either thought to be influenced by your soul or your personality. Sorry, semblances are thought to either be influenced by your personality or your personality is being influenced by your semblance. What I mean by that is Ruby's hyperactive, she's very energetic, she's very go, take risks and everything, right? And her semblance is super speed, so that tracks. Is she hyperactive because her semblance is super speed, or is her semblance super speed because she's very hyperactive? We don't know. So Weiss's glyphs are her semblance. Let's run down all the semblances right now, actually. Ruby has super speed. Weiss has her glyphs. Blake has shadow, which is she basically leaves a shadow copy of whatever of herself that takes the hit for her while she dodges out of the way. Yang has what's it called? Burn, which is basically when she gets really angry. It's one of these. They kind of switched up. It's either when she gets really angry, she gets super strong, like a Super Saiyan, or when she gets really damaged, then she gets super strong and doubles back whatever hits you've taken she's taken from the damage she's been given. They kind of switch it up sometimes, so it's not really clear. Maybe it's both. Maybe she has two semblances. Who knows? Jean's semblance is a mystery. It did come into play in this episode, though. Who's next? Nora's semblance is going to be revealed in Volume 3. Brand's semblance is going to be... Oh no, Pyrrha just revealed her semblance right now. It's polarity, which means she can control magnetism, which basically means she's Magneto, if you get the reference. Like, if you understand who Magneto is and what he's capable of, Pyrrha can kind of do that. Just, I suppose, not on as big a scale. We don't know. But she did do some pretty impressive stuff in Volume 3 with her polarity. What else? And Ren's semblance we'll see in Volume 4. Glinda's semblance is telekinesis, so we see her do that in the first episode. Who else? Is there anybody else who's relevant? I don't think so. I think that's it for now. All the semblances we know. And then... So Jean was getting bullied. He didn't want to get help because he's too macho about it. He had to ask Pierre for help at the end, which is character development, which is good. Like I was saying before in the Weiss episodes, The Badge and the Burden, I really like it when the characters go through quick development, and I understand a lot of it is because they had limited, not screen time, or time for the episodes, run times. They had limited run times because of budgets or staff or whatever you want to call it. Maybe multiple reasons, maybe both. And so the episodes were short, so they had to condense a lot of character development into really quickly, to be dispersed really quickly throughout the episodes. And I know a lot of people have an issue with that because they say it comes across too quickly, or it's just as the plot demands it. I'm perfectly fine with it. I like it. It's just a character arc but condensed, you know? Like, I think they're actually pretty skillful for being able to manage that so far. So deftly, in my opinion. So like in the episodes where Weiss had issues with her attitude and her asking for help or accepting help or anything like that, Jean's very much similar. He also has issues asking for help. He has issues relying on other people. He has issues of failing to recognize where he fails and bettering himself, like the way Weiss kind of does sometimes, and then she betters herself. Jean did the same thing right here. He is very bad at fighting. Pyrrha offered to help him. He said, "No, I don't want help. If I can't do it, I can't, like, by myself. What good am I?" But in the end, he asked for help, which is good. Good job, Sean. We like you right now, and we like you a majority of the time, except for some of the a lot of episodes, actually. Whatever. I don't want to get into Jean hate. I don't hate Jean. I like Jean. I just don't like what they did with him in a lot of it. But that's neither here nor there. Like, you'll see as we get into the episodes I'm talking about. Pyrrha used her semblance of polarity. She controls Jean's shield and raised it up as he was lowering it down. As he was going in for the strike, he was lowering it down. But then Pyrrha used her polarity to raise it back up, so the Ursa's hand just sort of glided off it. I don't know if I want to say grazed or glided. Glazed. We'll go with glazed. Glided? Glazed. It sort of glazed off Jean's shield, and then he beheaded the Ursa, which I am confused about, because I don't think that would be very easy. And Jean hasn't been demonstrated to have super strength, so that's certainly not a semblance. Is it just that easy to lop off of Ursa's head? Because they had all that difficulty with the Nevermore in Players in Pieces. I mean, Ruby was able to do it, but she had to get momentum and drag it up a cliffside, running on the glyphs and everything, and used the momentum to decapitate it. But Jean just swung his sword and he cuts it off. Unrealistic. And it also, like in season 2 or volume 2, a little bit of spoiler, at the end he fights off an Ursa, another giant Ursa, and he's swinging and hacking and slashing at it, but it doesn't get decapitated, it doesn't lose limbs, so what's the truth, is what I'm saying. Like, I understand they probably didn't have any plans to be consistent about it because Volume 2 hadn't been confirmed yet and it hadn't been planned, and in Volume 1 they probably hadn't established how they wanted Grim anatomy to work, whether or not it's easy to decapitate them or not. Chapter 8 of Volume 1, Players and Pieces, kind of seems to contradict that, but then Chapter 14, kind of, Forever Fall Part 2, kind of enforces that. I don't know, it's just inconsistencies and discrepancies. I need to slow down speaking, like I made so many verbal typos right here. Tongue typos, as they say. So yeah, now Jean is asking for Pierre for help. They're bettering themselves, they're learning to work together, and Jean is learning to actually become a combatant. So that's very, very good on him. What else? I think that's it. All we need to know right now is semblances are a thing. They're basically a superpower unique to each individual, although sometimes they're not unique. And they're informed by your personality and stuff. That's not explained in the show, but it's explained in supplemental materials, and the RWBY Wiki says so as well. So who am I to disagree? Yeah, I think that's it. Semblances are very important. Faunus. I think it's singular and plural. Faunus are very important. The fact that the faunus can see in the dark is very important. Aura is very, very important. So if I had to rank them, I'd say like semblance, aura, and what's the other one? God damn it. Semblance, aura, not night vision, whatever. The three that aren't night vision, those are important. Those are on the same level of importance. And then night vision is kind of important, but it's important in like Volume 2. So, and then I don't know if it's... Oh, and then Volume 5 as well, I think. Either 4 or 5. No, it's Volume 5. And then that's it. That's all I want to say. There's nothing else to discuss. I can't really recall anything. Again, these episodes are not scripted. They're not scripted, so I don't really have a game plan going off. I just talk about whatever I want to talk about. And I think I've exhausted that for this episode, or these episodes. The Jaundice arc and the Forever Fall arc are finished. Finished. Let's wash our hands of it. We're good. We're good. It's done. Everybody can rejoice. We're on to the last 2 episodes of Volume 2. So, Volume 1. So we're very, very close to the end of Volume 1 of RWBY. We are very close to the end of RWBY Rewatch Volume 1. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey so far. I am trying to decide whether or not I want to do the soundtracks, like reviews of the soundtracks next. So Volume 1 soundtrack after I did Volume 1 RWBY Rewatch, or if I want to do all the RWBY Rewatch volumes and then do all the soundtracks. I kind of think I'll do the soundtrack after the volume. So yeah, that's about it. I will catch you in the next one. This has been Mookie, the RWBY Stan. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. If you like it, bueno. If not, c'est la vie. I shall see you in the next one.
I lied!